This is the Blackmagic Design booth. I'm here at NAB. This is Raafi Rivero covering it for No Film School. We're going to hear a lot about Blackmagic Cloud. We're going to hear about cameras. We're going to hear about cloud storage and devices, all kinds of awesome stuff. Can't wait for you to see it. Let's go in.
No Film School's NAB 2022 coverage is brought to you by Blackmagic Design and Creative Solutions, which consists of Small HD, Teradek, and Wooden Camera, and Atomos.
It's an exciting year for us, obviously, to be back at NAB and be able to show people in person what we've been doing. And of course, we'd like to start with DaVinci Resolve 18 because it's such a centered cornerstone to everything that Blackmagic is doing these days. You know, we've spent so much time with DaVinci Resolve trying to empower kind of creative individuals all over the world. And this year's kind of about how are we going to connect all of those people together. And that's where kind of the Blackmagic Cloud solution comes into play. Now, the pandemic kind of showed everybody that we have to be able to work remotely and how do we connect with people. And that's not a new thing, but we're looking towards the future about how do we connect talent around the globe, how do we make this easier, not make it such an IT burden to everybody to be able to connect. So while DaVinci Resolve 18 has lots of great new features in it, new Resolve effects, new Fairlight audio, new VFX via Fusion, the cloud is kind of where we want to stick to right now just to be able to talk about what's going on there.
There's a colorist in another country that I want to work with. With Blackmagic Cloud, I think I know how to do it.
It's important to understand a couple different things about the solution because the Blackmagic Cloud in and of itself is actually just a website where everyone can go and log in and create an account, and that will let people work on the same timeline at the same time. Now, one person has to pay $5 to be able to host that project library, and that's a key point there. We don't want to have everybody have to pay into a subscription model, but we do need to cover some cost for able to host that project library. Now, the nice part there is that means I can have a colorist in India, I can have an editor in South America, and I can be working in the US, and we can all be working on the same timeline at the same time. And that's really kind of the key part of that Blackmagic Cloud. But there's lots of other things that kind of play into that. How are you dealing with all of your media? Because right now, if it's small enough, maybe I could just email that to you, or maybe I can just put it on a Google Cloud account. The other thing we've done in Resolve 18 is we created this new app for an actual proxy generator, and this will take all of your camera raw files and it will turn it into H.264 or H.265 proxies, so that now I have a watch folder that's automatically making those so that people are working in those smaller proxies to be a lot faster. And that's where we start getting into our Blackmagic Cloud Store products. And what's really amazing about these products is not only can I have this where I can sit on a local network and I can be using this kind of shared network with a big Blackmagic Cloud, I can have multiple places of these across the globe, and they'll be syncing the projects with each other using the Blackmagic Cloud itself. So one person can be working in, again, the US and have all of their media locally, and someone can be somewhere else in the globe with the Blackmagic Cloud Store, and those files will be syncing with each other as we're making those changes. So it's a big year for us because we're talking about having both a software update, introducing this new Blackmagic Cloud concept, and then putting hardware alongside of that that is going to give you that high performance that we really need for being able to handle the data for television, film, and video. And that's kind of the big push that we're making this year around the Resolve 18 launch.
Blackmagic showed us the Cloud Store. They showed us the Blackmagic Cloud. These are tools that help us collaborate across long distances. For No Film School, I'm Raafi Rivero. Get out there, make your movie. Peace.